Okay, so this is the prompt for week 5. The readings from Garrison and Grimke. So for Garrison, I have this passage. Of this I am sure, no man who is truly willing to admit the people of color to an equality with himself can see any insuperable difficulty in effecting their elevation. When therefore I hear an individual, especially a professor of Christianity, strenuously contending that there can be no fellowship with them, I cannot help suspecting the sincerity of his own republicanism or piety, or thinking that the beam is in his own eye. My Bible assures me that the day is coming when even the wolf shall dwell with the lamb, the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the wolf and the young lion and the fatling together. And if this be possible, I see no cause why those of the same species, God's rational creatures, fellow countrymen in truth, cannot dwell in harmony together. So I paraphrase this as, no white man who truly believes that he is equal to a black man can see any difficulty in seeing their rise in society. When I hear a Christian man say that he's not equal with the black, I have to question his Christianity, or believe that he is affected by other things than his own thinking. The Bible even quotes equality between species. If this is true of the Bible and we are all the same species, I don't see a reason why we can't be in harmony. And my passage from Grimke is on page 276. It reads, "But we are told the power of woman is in her dependence, flowing from the consciousness of the weakness which God has given her for her protection. If physical weakness is alluded to, I cheerfully concede this superiority. If brute force is what my brethren are claiming, I am willing to let them have all the honor they desire. But if they mean to intimate that mental or moral weakness belongs to women more than to men, I utterly disclaim the charge. Our powers of mind have been crushed as far as man could do it. Our sense of morality has been impaired by his interpretation of our duties. But nowhere does God say that he made any distinction between us as moral and intelligent beings." I paraphrase it as, the Bible quotes, "The power of woman is in her dependence, flowing from a consciousness of weakness that God has given her for her protection." If you're referring to physical weakness, then it may be true. Some women are physically weaker. If you're referring to intelligence or mental weakness, though, I have to argue. We've been oppressed by men for years and years, and our morals have been shaped by this oppression and how men interpret how we should act. But nowhere in the Bible does it say that we are as intelligent or as moral as any man. I think it's interesting that we're reading these now, because both of these passages or both of these readings are kind of things that I can see in the presidential elections. Both of my interpretations I read, my paraphrasings, I could see being used as arguments in the presidential elections. Garrison's about race, maybe not so much about race, but in this case, gay equality. And obviously, women's rights in Grimke's is a big argument for this election. Women's rights about abortion, the right to their own body. So that's what I have for week 5.